Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Energy Fools Inc. And let me tell you, this isn't your typical everything's amazing corporate story. There's a bit of a leadership shuffle happening, which in corporate speak can sometimes mean things are getting interesting. So what's the big deal? Energy Fools just filed what's called an 8K report, which is basically a quick update companies give to the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, about major events. In this case, it's all about who's in charge of the money. The main headline is that Nathan Bennett, who was filling in as the Chief Financial Officer, or CFO, has now officially landed the job. He was the temporary CFO since the beginning of 2024, but as of April 21, 2025, it's official, he's the big boss of the company's finances. Think of it like this: the team needed a captain, and the person who was temporarily filling in got the job for real. Sometimes this is good, and sometimes this means the company struggled to find anyone for the job. Now, who is this Nathan Bennett guy? Well, he's been with Energy Fools for a while. Before being the temporary CFO, he was the company's corporate controller, which means he was already deep in the numbers. Basically, he's not some outsider they just pulled in off the street. And before joining Energy Fuels, he worked at a company called Antero Midstream. He was a controller there and even helped them go public, not once, but twice. That's a pretty big deal in the finance world. It means he knows how to handle a lot of money. Before that, he was at PricewaterhouseCoopers, or PUC, which is one of the biggest accounting firms in the world. He worked there for several years helping energy companies with their finances. So he's got the experience, he's got the background, and now he's got the top finance job at Energy Falls. And because he is a certified public accountant in the state of Colorado, he is properly qualified to lead a company's finances. The report also mentions that there are no weird conflicts of interest or secret deals with Mr. Bennett. That's always good to know. You don't want your CFO secretly benefiting from company decisions. And as of this report, he hasn't gotten any special bonuses or fancy new contracts because of the promotion. So what does all this mean for Energy Fools? Well, they've got a new CFO who's been with the company, knows the industry, and has a solid track record. That's generally a good thing. It brings stability and experience to the finance team. Now, for a quick opinion, it's interesting that they went with someone who was already in the company. It could mean they have a strong internal team, or it could mean they didn't find the perfect fit from outside. Only time will tell if Mr. Bennett can take a company in a strong financial direction. On the one hand, they might have been looking for someone with fresh ideas or a different perspective. On the other hand, hiring from within can be less disruptive and faster to implement. It's really a mixed bag. But based on all available information and the qualifications of Mr. Bennett, this looks like a positive step for Energy Fools. He has the experience, he knows the company, and he seems like a solid choice. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Energy Fools, please subscribe, like and comment below. See you next time.